I was bullied, harassed, and even sexually threatened.
Her world came crashing down.
Felt this urgency to go upstairs, and I found Hannah trying to take her life. It was a night I'm never gonna forget.
A popular cheerleader, an NFL star, a former gymnast, no one suspected what they were about to do.
It was just pure darkness that overtook me.
I couldn't handle the pressure anymore.
And she had these pills in her mouth. I held her and I was crying and she was crying.
What people who survive their darkest days want you to know. And the #1 place in America where people try to end their lives. And how this man has helped save them. Growing up, Hannah excelled in school and competed as a gymnast. But her world came crashing down.
When I was a freshman in high school, I was diagnosed with a chronic illness called POTS. It stands for Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia Syndrome. And essentially, it just causes me to pass out. I was bullied, harassed, and even sexually threatened.
Hannah's illness made her miss 196 classes in 1 year.
I ended up spiraling deeper and deeper into depression, anxiety, and self-harm until one night, I just couldn't handle the pressure anymore.
She passed out again at school, and I went to go pick her up. She could barely walk. It was rough for her. She was just slumped over. She was tired, and she just really wanted to stay by herself, so we helped her upstairs.
I just remember thinking, I didn't want to be a burden to my friends or my family. I didn't want to be the source of everyone's anxiety and pain.
Something in me, I don't know what it was, I just felt this urgency to go upstairs. And I found Hannah trying to take her life. It was a night I'm never gonna forget, but it was also a night that basically changed our entire lives. I would like to say that I was a hero and I just knew my daughter was struggling and I went in there and I saved her life, but it was nothing like that. I was a mom who was just annoyed that she couldn't stay in school because of her chronic illness. I was tired, I was frustrated. She had all the classic symptoms, like looking back on it now.
Right.
But I didn't know the symptoms, right? But that night, I was just exhausted. I remember specifically, I was about to go to bed, and there was a something that said, go check on Hannah. I went upstairs, and I opened the door, and I will never forget the look on her face. And she had these pills in her mouth, these pills in her hands. I ran to her. I swooped them out of her mouth. I kind of choked her a little bit to get them out of her mouth. And I held her and I was crying and she was crying. I'm like, Hannah, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And all she kept on saying was, I don't know. And I'm like, can you just talk to me? It was hard.
I'm never going to be able to forget just the look in her eyes. I never want to cause her that much pain ever again. But I didn't know how to reach out for help. I grew up in a primarily white area. Not only that, but my dad was very abusive to my mom, to my brother and I. Essentially, my dad groomed my brother and I, and even my mom, to hate everything about ourselves, from the color and the darkness of my skin to the kinkiness of my hair. It was awful.
Your kid may be struggling with a mental illness because of you or not because of you. It doesn't matter. Get them the help first, and then figure everything else out afterwards. Like if your kid has a broken pinky or a broken arm, you're going to take that kid to the doctor immediately so they can set it and they can take care of it. You're not going to wait and think, oh, gee, it's all my fault. Poor me. You know, you're going to make it about the kid. One of the main things was just completely disconnecting from the family. You know, she wouldn't smile. She looked like she was kind of numb on the outside. It's just like things that would make her laugh, things that would make her even smile, didn't. She stopped eating. I didn't realize that she was struggling. I wish I would have known the signs. I would have been like, let me keep an eye out. That just wasn't even on our radar.
Your life is so much bigger than just you. That night, it just made me realize how important I was to not only my mom, but my brother, my friends. It made me realize how much reach my one little life has. And your life has a really big reach too, so please just get help. Your life is important.